Now, I've been on all the dating apps. I've been on Bumble, OK Cupid, Plenty of Fish, Chispa, BLK, Upward, Tinder, Hinge, Facebook dating. What else I've been on? Um, Cougar. um, there's one called like Zoosk. Zoosk. I can't remember, man. I've been on so many of these dating apps, and I tell you, most of them are trash. Most of them have extreme like paywalls. Like to see one message, you got to pay. Like yo, like you should be making it to where people are paying for particular like filters. Like if I want to see a girl that has no children, then you know what I mean. If I'm trying to filter it to where only women that don't have children pop up, then I mean you can make somebody pay for that. Or if you want to give somebody unlimited swipes, or you want to give people the opportunity to pay for like super likes and stuff like that, like I can understand a paywall behind that kind of stuff. But a lot of these apps be having a paywall behind the most basic like things like messages. um what else? You get like three swipes and then you gotta pay, and it's not ever anything cheap. It's like the most expensive plans. Like, bro, I pay more in a month on a dating app than I do for a yearly membership at Costco. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I could get a Costco and a Sam's Club membership and a BJ wholesale membership and still not pay as much as most of the dating apps will make me pay for 3 months. It's crazy, bro. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And uh, I'm sure there's dudes out there paying it, dudes that are just so desperate. I mean, if there weren't guys paying those prices, they wouldn't be priced at what they are, you know? So somebody has to be paying those prices. I wish we could all the men, because I know there's very few women that are paying for that stuff. Why would they, when they getting hundreds of people in their inboxes, or hundreds of people liking their profiles? Like, why would they ever be paying for that stuff? So it's mainly men. I wish we can come on an agreement of what we're gonna pay for and what we're not gonna pay for. So if we do choose pay for things, we get at least try to get it at a bargain price. Get them to lower the price or something. Like, I don't know, man. But I've been on all these apps. Most of them are trash. Most of them have extreme paywalls. But there are a few shiny stars out there, you know? There are a couple to where they're decent. I wouldn't call any of them quality, but they're decent. You can find a little bit more serious women on there. You can find a little bit a larger number of women that are more willing to engage in conversation. You know, um, you know, I used to like Bumble, but Bumble, I don't know, man. I feel like the conversations go dead on Bumble super fast, or the fact that they only give you 24 hours for a chick to say something to you before you disappear in the ether, and you have to pay to rematch. Like most people got work. Most people got things to do throughout the day. So to try to force somebody to be on your app to respond within 24 hours is kind of crazy. Also, when you have these women out here with 100 messages, you expect them to get to all the messages, to all the matches within 24 hours. Like, come on, man, be realistic. It's just another way of trying to get you to pay money, but I don't be doing that. Yo, if a girl allows that thing to expire, I'll catch you sometime later. I don't know. Delete the app, re-download it, and find me again. But I ain't paying for no rematch. I tell you that much. Um, but yeah, I used to like it, but after I don't know, little things like that, and then I just feel like the women on there don't really engage like that. It's kind of turned me off of Bumble. Um, Tinder. Man, I've been banned from Tinder for like dang near 3 years. Why? I don't know. I don't be saying nothing wild or crazy to these women. Like, I ain't one of those freak neeks. I don't be in there in the comments like, "Ooh, send me some pictures." I don't be doing that. I be myself. I be like, "Oh, how you doing? What's up? What you got planned for this weekend? Oh, how's your evening treating you?" That's what I be saying. I'm smooth, calm, and collective when it comes to like talking to women. I don't be doing too much. Um, for some reason, females ban me. Somebody ban me. Um, Maybe it's because I was choosing and I wasn't responding to their messages, and maybe that made them upset and like, yo, I'm gonna report this dude. I don't know. But I don't say nothing crazy to any of these females. Um, but we know what Tinder's for. Tinder's for like, hooking up. Tinder ain't nothing serious. But I used Hinge. I really liked Hinge. Hinge was a good one. For some reason, I just seemed to find more women on there that were actually of substance, that were actually trying to date. I dated a few women off of Hinge. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't date much off of Tinder. I got some maybe it got a little bit of booty off of Tinder, but I ain't never like date a female off of Tinder. I dated a few off of Hinge though. Hinge was cool. It was also a little bit unique in like the little things, the little prompts and stuff that you can put on your profile. It just gave you a little bit more of an insight into the person. So more of a you had a little bit more of, I guess, vision to see if they were a good match for you. Based off of their prompts, based off of things that they were interested in. I like Hinge, but I got banned off of Hinge. Hinge is something I haven't used in like a year and a half. I don't know, man. These girls be hating. They be hating. I think they be hating because we be choosing sometimes. Like we don't be responding to them, or we don't respond to them fast enough, or we don't give them the energy. Or what I really think it is, I think, you know, on Facebook, they have this, "Are we dating the same guy?" I've been on there a few times. I've had girls tell me that I was on there before. And I honestly think maybe somebody I was talking to saw me on there or got into a conversation under my picture on there with another girl and decided to report me. I don't know, I have a feeling inside that it had to be something like that, like where they were just hating, like, "Oh, well, if he's gonna do that, then I'm just gonna keep him to myself. I'm gonna get him kicked off the app so he can't talk to any other girl." Girls be vindictive and they do stupid stuff like that. So, I've been off a Hinge, been kicked off of there. Well, which I don't care, man. It's so many apps. I don't even want to talk about POF, Plenty of Fish. The app used to be cool because they didn't have all the paywalls. They got a ton of paywalls now. Like you can only do like 2 messages to somebody before you got to pay something. You can only like so many profiles before you got to pay something. Before it was almost like free. Like you could do whatever on there. Now, Plenty of Fish didn't have the best looking women. Like they didn't have like quality on there. That wasn't the app that the quality women were going to. But I don't know, man. I had some decent experiences on Plenty of Fish. I would say though my favorite is probably Facebook dating. Yes, yes, Facebook dating. There's just something about Facebook dating. I feel like the women on there are more willing to engage in conversation, a lot more willing to engage in conversation, and the women on there, I feel like they actually like put in effort. They actually like search you out, like your profile. They just do a little bit more than I feel like the women on other apps. Like one day I'm gonna show y'all my profile on Facebook dating. A ton of women like my profile more than any other apps. I mean, women like me on the other apps as well, but it's more about who you match with. So on like Bumble, you got to match with the person before you both have to swipe right in order to become a match. Sometimes I just be swiping left and be, oops, you missed one. I'm like, oh, So it's like a guessing game. I'm trying to find a woman that's interested in me. That's all I'm really trying to find. I don't really care too much to swipe right on anybody on Bumble. I just want to swipe right on the ones that swipe right on me. And the thing about Facebook dating is it isn't like that. You don't have to match. You don't have to both swipe right on each other before you become a match. If you swipe right on somebody's profile, that person sits in your inbox, and then you can make the decision if you also want to match, if you want to match with them. I prefer that. I like that. So because it allows me to match with people that actually like me, what I mean, that are actually interested in me. Because if I like a profile on Bumble or something like that, a girl can just swipe right, not because she's that much interested in me, just because she wants to match with me and keep me in the back pocket just in case the dude that she really likes, that conversation doesn't go too well. But on Facebook, if they're swiping right on me, that means they're actually like interested in me because I didn't swipe on them. I just go in my inbox and I see, hey, this chick liked my profile. She liked my profile. So it already tells me that she has some interest in me. That's how Hinge is. You know what I mean? If you swipe right, if you swipe on somebody's profile, you pop up in their inbox, and then you can make the decision on whether you want to swipe right or not. I don't like playing the guessing game. Like, ooh, I want to swipe right on this person, but I don't know if they swipe right on me. And then on Bumble, once you do so many, then you gotta pay to get more swipes, or you gotta wait a whole 24 hours. Like, bro, I'm not doing all that. Facebook allows you to swipe more than any other app. Like you can get off a good, I don't know, maybe 20 swipes on Facebook dating before you run out of swipes for that day. So I just enjoy Facebook dating more. I've had some decent success on there. So if you haven't ever used it, I know a lot of people don't even know it exists within Facebook, but yeah, it's within Facebook. I fell upon it one day and I was like, what is this? And I realized it was like a dating app. I was like, I did not have a clue that Facebook had a dating app. And then I randomly started using it and I started seeing like quality girls on there, like cool looking girls, like fine little shorties. And the only thing about it is it doesn't really like you can set your parameters, like your distance, your height, and all that stuff, but it doesn't really go by it. So sometimes they matching you or they bringing up profiles of chicks that live over in Washington State. Like, bruh, I have my distance set at 40 miles. Why are you sending me girls that where their distance says 2,000 miles away? Like, I don't understand it, but you got to keep swiping left until you find a girl that's within your range. That's something that they need to work on. But I really do enjoy Facebook dating. So if you guys have never used it, you should give it a try. See if you like it. You may not like it. You may like it. But most of the people that I talk to, they actually have had a pretty decent time using Facebook dating. So I don't really use anything else. I use Bumble here and there, but I don't know. I don't run into the same type of quality on Bumble as I do with Facebook dating. But yeah, I'm gonna have more videos, a few more videos about the dating apps. Just giving my experience, how it's been for me. I may show you guys some of my profiles, and so you can see like what my matches or see what the girls look like that's popping up for me. Little shorties, little fine things, little fine things. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have more content on the way per usual. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.